Yo guys, what's going on? Black Phoenix here, bringing you another YouTube video here, and this to me is probably one of my little tidbit videos and things you can think about as you're either trying to find an offense to use in the game of Madden 16 or just concepts that you can use in the game of Madden 16 here. What I'm going to show you is probably, to me, the most high risk, high reward playbooks in the game of Madden 16, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the run and shoot playbook. Now, as a caveat, I'm going to say this. Run and shoot hasn't been good, in my mind, since Madden 25 because he had a lot more options under single back, under shotgun, stuff like that. But you do have, this is pretty much for those that A, like to spread the ball, and B, like to just give your opponents fits because of the stuff that's in this book. We'll be breaking this down in a second here. But this to me is, like I said, high risk, high reward. And it's because of one simple name that comes with this whole entire playbook, and that's called the option route. And you say to yourself, what do you mean by option, Phoenix? That doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm going to show you why. You probably have one of the most, in my mind, deadliest hot routes in the game already that you can call here. Let's just call, let's just find a play. Give me like a play, a formation that's just kind of like neutral real quick. Let's call it flood switch, right? We got the Redskins here. Let's go against like 2-4-5 here. Just simple cover 4. So in my mind, you already have the most OD play or hot route in the game, and that's the option. Basically, if you don't know what the option is, it's basically giving your either receiver or your tight end or your running back an option that says, based on what you see here, either man or zone, pick the right option and make the best decision. Just to keep it short. So once again, we're in cover 4 here. And we're going to just see what Joseph Randall does here. Snap of the ball. He says right in the zone. Boom. Easy completions. So you're thinking, okay, that's no big deal, right? He's just sitting in the zone. He doesn't do anything. Like, I could do that in my second. I just basically do one of these and have the same effect, which is true. You could. But with the option route, you actually give him another variable here. Let's say we call against man-to-man coverage here. We have the middle linebacker here. Riley Jr. on Joseph Randall here. And let's call this again. High back option. This time, he does a little bit of an out route here. So, that's pretty deadly. I mean, you can't play man against it. You can't play zone against it because he'll sit right in the sweet spot. You can't play man against it because he'll do an out route. But what if I told you that not only your halfback can do this, but your receivers can do this as well? So, for instance, we're going to go in pistol spread here. And we're going to go to the 60 slide play here. And once again, we're going to come out in the same thing, cover 4 here in the pistol set. Once again, we're going to show you with the combination of Randall here. You actually have 3 receivers right now that can do option routes. So basically, once again, whatever the defense comes out in, just let the AI pick the best option for, to get open. We're going to drag Butler here just so you can see the power of the option here. So once again, cover 4, giving you visual confirmation here that it is indeed a cover 4. We're going to snap the ball here. Boom, sit in the zone, sit in the zone. And obviously the drag gets open here. Alright, that's fine. What about again? Let's try that again. See what the defense decides to do. What happens if you go baseline cover 4? So this time, you're going to have a pretty good coverage, right? Sit in the zone, boom. I probably would have thrown it earlier. If you wait a little bit patient enough, the flat chases the drag, and then you have it to dead. Okay. So what about man-to-man coverage? That's fine. Like I said, this isn't going to get you much, but what about man-to-man here? See right there, boom. Obviously, Beasley can't make the catch here. Let's just run it without throwing the ball here. So once again, man-to-man coverage. Give you visual confirmation. Against, and like I said, we're just dragging Butler just for the sole purpose of just moving him out of the way so you can see what the option routes can do here. So once again, out route, Beasley throws a post route. Des decides to do a curl on the left side, and then Terrence Williams decides he wants to streak. Now, the most deadliest to me, the deadliest combos, if you do this kind of thing with the option routes plus high route running, high speed type of receivers. In this particular case, if you had just regular teams, it's not too bad. But combination with Mutt, so like I said, you can have like a Joe or Keenan Allen, for perfect example, high route running. If you have like a Rashad Perriman, just do an option route like where Beasley is on the A route here. Imagine how deadly he could be. Just just giving you ideas and concepts here. So let's try see if we get like a regular cover 2 here. So we have one for the nickel 245 double A gap here. Actually messed up on the buttons. Here we go. So once again, just giving your receivers the best option to get open. Like I said, it's not going to be 100% chance of the time that they'll pick the right answer, but I say about like 75 to 80% of the time they usually choose the best options here. So you see Beasley here decides to do like a little post route against cover 2, which isn't too bad. You probably could have hit him if you look at that on replay. And like I said, McFadden is sitting right in the zone here for a check down. So this, I would say, like probably right there is probably when I probably would have thrown it to Beasley if I wasn't looking at McFadden and Butler on the underneath stuff like there. Dez decides to do a curl, and then Terrence Williams decides to do a streak here. So like I said, if combine this with, like I said, high awareness, high route running, high speed receivers, this could be very deadly. Once again, we're going to go cover 3 here. And this isn't, like I said, this is just in practice mode. You run this in game if you so choose, but it's just giving you just ideas of stuff you can run here. Once again, snap the ball against cover 3, drag. Beasley goes into the seam. McFadden decides to do a curl route here. Sits in the sweet spot of the zone here. And it's not only just from pistol that this, these stuff are these type of plays happen. You got some spread where you have like maybe one receiver does it, or you have maybe 2, or even just in shotgun in general. You still have the same kind of concept here. This time you just in shotgun trips. So once again, random play here. You got a zone. Goes up the seam here. Once again, you got the drag to, check down to. Stuff like that. And this is just giving you ideas. This isn't going to be like foolproof, unstoppable offense, but just giving you small ideas. What I would highly recommend is I wouldn't call those plays to like those plays that I just shown you where like 3 receivers are doing it. 3 receivers are doing the options. Probably, I would say at the max, you probably want 1 or 2 guys doing it. Just like I said, in case things break down and somebody's not getting open here and there, you just have a stock route, whether it be man or zone like that you can call here. Another thing with this playbook too is another reason why I say it's high risk is because you can basically drive down the field all day, every day, and just historically too, if you know your football knowledge. Run and shoot was meant to just go all the way up and down the field, no problem whatsoever. However, the main problem with it in history tells us that once you get into the red zone or the end zone is where you probably have the most trouble too, because the option routes are kind of limited now. They're not as effective. As you see on the left side, you have a corner route by Dez. You have like this weird streak-ish kind of route. And on the side here, you have, obviously you have Butler. We can drag him, things of that nature. But you run into an issue where, now look, obviously we could throw it to McFadden here, but even still, that's not going to get us yards. Just looking at it on replay here and showing you guys, what happens is those option routes at, like I said, probably even around the 20-yard line, those option routes are kind of limited just because of the fact that you don't have the whole entire field to work with here. So like I said, obviously we could throw it to, the drag here. We could obviously throw it to McFadden if we had, some time and our left tackle wasn't so terrible at pass blocking here. But it becomes an issue. And the good thing is that this playbook isn't just all about the option route, stuff like that. You do have stock plays in here, which you can call. But just kind of giving you an idea of what the potential dangers are if you do decide to go all option all the time here. So once again, we can hit the drag, but now you see everything's kind of covered. I wouldn't throw, any of those routes. So just stuff to keep that in mind before it's like, oh my goodness, this playbook is so great. There are flaws with it. Also, another flaw with this one too is the personnel that you come out in all the time. So you have basically, you're most likely going to come out in 4 wide receivers, running back, or just 5 receivers flat out. And I think it's just only in one formation here. So basically, this is just like if you don't like tight ends and you just want to spread the offense all the time, every time, no problem type of thing. And like I said, this book isn't all about just, hey, it's just all about options. You do have read options. You do have just, stock plays, inside switch, curl flat corner, counters from pistol. You do have pistol spread. You have shotgun spread, flanker close. You have other routes to, score in the end zone with. But just showing you that option route, if you're going to running option route, it's best to do it before you hit the 20. So anytime before that, go option crazy. Anything after that, you might want to just start calling stock plays or just start working and labbing on things that you can score in the end zone with. So like I said, just giving you an idea, guys, on like I said, once again, it's high risk, high reward. High risk being, once again, limited personnel, can't score in the end zone as well. Option routes sometimes will pick the wrong thing, but it's high reward in the sense that if they pick the proper option and route, you could just run all up and down the field, or pass up and down the field, your choice here, and it's just beautiful to watch it in motion. So on that note, guys, I hope you liked the tip. If you do, leave me a comment saying, hey, I like this, hey, I didn't like it. Just give me some feedback on it. But it's just giving you concepts, giving you ideas of stuff you can think about running in the future to add to your offense in the game of Madden 16. Once again, guys, I am Black Phoenix. I'll see you guys in the next video. 5Gs. Peace.